Hello everyone, I welcome you to ICS MAHESH College DHARWAD YouTube channel to the Department of Chemistry. Students, we are discussing the topic the solid state. In the previous class we had discussed about the numericals. We have also discussed about the three-dimensional close packing. Three-dimensional close packing can be understood by understanding one-dimensional close packing and two-dimensional close packing. In one-dimensional close packing, the constituent particles, which can be called as spheres, are arranged one beside the other so that the coordination number will be 2. Coordination number is the nearest number of neighboring particles. And in the case of close packing in two dimension, there are two types. One is square close packing in two dimension and another one is hexagonal close packing in two dimension. Square close packing in two dimension arises due to AAA type of arrangement. The particular point in the arrangement is surrounded by 4 nearby spheres, and hence the coordination number will be 4. And in the case of hexagonal close packing, the arrangement is ABAB type and the coordination number is 6. Students, let us understand about the three-dimensional close packing. So in three-dimensional close packing, dear students, you have to imagine things now. So I can give you people an example. See, if you take an example of a bread, a single slice of a bread, okay, you imagine, okay, it is a two-dimensional. A single slice of a bread is two-dimensional. Suppose if same kind of the bread slice, if you place one above the other, okay, it will be three-dimensional. Same thing we have to understand here, student. We have understood two-dimensional. Now we have to imagine a second layer over the first layer, okay, third layer over the first layer. Imagination plays a very important role here, dear students. Okay, let us understand now three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional square close packed layers. See, understand from the definition only. Three-dimensional obtained from square close packed layers. Dear students, we know how did we obtain square close packed layers? By arranging the spheres in the order of AAA. Okay. So by arranging AAA type, we obtained square close packed layers. Now since I told you there is an imagination for three dimension, this is a three-dimensional diagram, okay, so you can understand what so far what we have understood is we are able to obtain only this first layer, student. It is obtained by arranging each rows A, and A. So therefore A arrangement. Now what we should imagine? We should imagine the second layer, third layer and fourth layer, okay, one above the other, students, one above the other. Again, the arrangement can be called as AAA type. Let us understand. While placing the second square close packed layer above the first, we follow the same rule that was followed when one row was placed adjacent to the other. The second layer is placed over the first layer such that the spheres of the upper layer are exactly above those of the first layer. In this arrangement, spheres of both the layers are perfectly aligned horizontally as well as vertically. What is done, students? So layers are arranged one above the other horizontally and they are perfectly aligned. Similarly, we may place more layers one above the other if the arrangement of spheres in the first layer is called A. type. All the layers have the same arrangement. Thus, this lattice has A type of arrangement. The lattice thus generated is the simple cubic lattice. So, if this is a solid, so the type of a unit cell formed will be a simple cubic unit cell, students, and its unit cell is the primitive cubic unit cell. Primitive means lattice points present only at the corners. Okay, a large imagination is required here, students, to understand three-dimensional close packing from two-dimensional hexagonal close packed layers. Previously we had understood square close packed layers. Hexagonal close packed layers, you remember how did it obtained? It is obtained by AB type of arrangement. Okay. Okay. Students, understand. See here I am showing hexagonal close packed layers. How did you obtain hexagonal close packed layers? See, this is the layer A. Okay, another this is the layer formed out of A spheres. Okay, so another layer which exactly starts from here, I can call this as B, and here I can call it as A. A type of arrangement I have told students. Okay, by arranging such kind, what did we obtain? We obtain a hexagon around any sphere. A hexagon is obtained. Therefore, this type of arrangement is called hexagonal close packed layers. Okay, here what should be our observation? The observation must be the spaces. You delete all these alphabets from your mind and imagine only the space. This interspherical space, students, are called voids. There are different types of voids for your syllabus. Triangular void, tetrahedral void, and octahedral void is there. See this space, it is similar to a trigonal, a polygon. It is similar to a triangle, student, and hence this interspherical space is called as a triangular void. Okay, so different types of triangular voids. Say in this the voids arises after the first row, which points the apex. Apex means, you know, the point of a triangle. There are three. However, one of the apex is pointing upwards and one of the apex is pointing upwards. Okay, so in this case the pointer or the apex is pointing upwards. Okay, see A, this is a type of triangular void in which the apex pointing downwards. So by arranging spheres in hexagonal close packed manner, we obtain triangular voids in which the apexes are arranged in the opposite direction, students. Okay, now what should be imaginable? See, now this forms the first layer. The tricky part arises when of similar kind of layer is arranged over it. Similar kind of second layer is arranged or placed above it. By placing second layer, students, we obtain another two types of voids that can be called as a tetrahedral void and octahedral void. Let us understand. So one point I am going to tell you in this slide. The second layer will be placed exactly over the triangular void of the first layer. So the first layer A should be placed here. Okay, so that the first row, all of the spheres will come exactly above the triangular voids of the first layer. Students, there should be a lot of imagination. Let us go for the next slide. Now understand what have we done here, students? We have placed a second layer. What is second layer? How can you understand? A red colored spheres are the second layer. Red color spheres are the second layer one, students. Red color spheres are the second layer. Okay, so first layer will be lighter red in color. See, second layer how it is placed exactly, it comes, second layer exactly it comes over. See, I am just pointing this word. Okay, second layer, a particular sphere exactly comes over the a triangular void formed from the first layer. This is how it is there. Second layer spheres, how it is arranged. By arranging this, students, we will obtain two types of voids. Tetrahedral void represented by T, octahedral void represented by O. Okay, suppose a second layer sphere comes above the triangular void, it can be called as a tetrahedral void. Why it is tetrahedral? Okay, it will be explained in the next slide. Just now understand, this way of arrangement produces two types of voids. A simple triangular void is surrounded by 4 spheres and is called tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral void is made from 4 spheres, remember this? And void is surrounded by 6 spheres is called octahedral voids. Octahedral voids, okay. Students, let us understand now tetrahedral void. Okay, see, they may not ask, definitely they are not going to ask three-dimensional diagrams, but you need to understand this. There will be calculations of the number of tetrahedral and octahedral voids based on the number of spheres in the solid. It will help there. Okay, what is tetrahedral void? It is a type of void formed by 4 spheres. This is very important. By 4 spheres. When a sphere of second layer overlaps a triangular void. See, this red color sphere is the second layer sphere. It exactly comes over the first layer sphere, that is over the triangular void. This produces a tetrahedral hole. Okay, see, why it is called tetrahedral hole or a void? Because when you join the centers of all the 4 spheres, it will form a tetrahedral structure. So therefore, the tetrahedral hole, okay, so it is produced and it is called a tetrahedral void. Okay, let us go for the next slide. Okay, students, an octahedral void. An octahedral void is a type of void with 6 spheres. It is formed with 6 spheres. When spheres of second layer overlaps first layer. Spheres of second layer overlaps first layer spheres. Their apex pointing in opposite direction. What do you mean by apex? Say if this is a triangle, okay, then the apex of the triangle is pointing towards you, students. If this is a triangle, apex of this triangle is pointing away from you. Okay, see, now blue colored line spheres are the spheres of first layer, red color spheres are the spheres of second layer. Okay, by arranging second layer over the first, okay, an octahedral void is formed, okay, in such way. See, if you imagine a triangle from both the sides, okay, say triangle number 1 from first layer, its apex is pointing upwards. Triangle number 2 from the second layer, its apex is pointing downwards. Okay, means the apexes of the two triangles are pointing in opposite directions. How this is obtained? It is obtained by placing second layer over the first. So by such kind of arrangement, you are going to obtain an octahedral void or a octahedral hole. How it is? Why it is called octahedral hole? It is called octahedral hole because when you join the centers of the circles or the spheres, you get an simple octahedra, a geometrical figure. Okay, students, this is about the three-dimensional arrangement. See, we have understood only placing the second layer over the first. In that, what are the things obtained? Triangular void, tetrahedral void and octahedral void. Students, in the next class we are going to understand about the placing of third layer over the second layer. Thank you, dear students, for kind understanding.